Hello, my beautiful air signs. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my friends. How are you? I am recording this on a Friday, so happy Friday to you. No matter when you watch it, it will always be for the week ahead, no matter what year, what time you come in on this reading. It'll always be for the week ahead. So, we are going to go with the Sacred Traveler, and then we're going to look at some oracles that are the animal oracles. We'll hit it up with tarot, find out what we come up with. I am going to read I will read for Libra first, so Aquarius and Gemini. If you don't mind scooting along, I'll see you in just a second. All right, Libra, here we go. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra, how are you? I hope you're well, sweetheart. Tell me how you are in the comments. I'd like to know what's going on. If you could offer a thumbs up if you don't want to be in the comments, I just want to exchange energy with you is all. All right, here we go, Libra. This is for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you're cross-watching this, Libra, thank you. Tell me about Libra. What does Libra need to know for the week ahead, please? Oof. All right, we're just going to take the two that are face up. Try and not knock everything over. All right, look, you're in unknown territory, my friend. Yeah, that's what it looks like here. Unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. So if you're feeling lost, feeling like you're stumbling around, you don't recognize the terrain, I think that you're right exactly where you need to be. You probably are feeling uncomfortable. And you know that the reason the universe does that is to hope that you will go. Hope you will make a different decision, go down a different path. And if you don't, that's when we get things like major arcana cards, right? The things that need to change in order to keep you on your path. So Libra, you are exactly where you need to be, although I feel like you're in an unknown territory. This isn't a place you've ever been before. It doesn't look familiar. It's kind of confusing. There's birds out on the trees in the winter. There's transformation here. We've got an owl. Yeah, at the very top here. We've got an owl. So it feels like this is a place of transformation. You've never been there before. We've got ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. I love it. Look, mountains in the tarot for sure are all about obstacles, but also those ones in the background are all about achievements. So there's always obstacles to the achievement. Always. When something beautiful is about to happen, that's when it gets the hardest. That's when it gets toughest. It's always the darkest before the dawn, right? Discovering truth, you stand in the light of truth. Oh, you are about truth and justice, you are. So I kind of like that energy. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the animal oracle here. For Libra, please, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. Libra, if you're interested in a private read, please know that there is spots available over at Wizio. Look in the description for the link. I'll take you right over to the pricing. Here we go. Tell me more about Libra, please. What does Libra need to know? All right. We have love is all around. Look, it comes out in the reverse. And maybe you're in a place where you just don't feel loved. I also feel with card number 41, breaking down to a 5, that you're feeling a little bit of lack. I want to say love is all around you, my friend, but you have to see it in order to know that it's there. And I feel like the only way that you're going to see it is by an attitude change. You got to change up your attitude and stop consuming things that are negative, and start consuming things that are positive and uplifting, and things that, you know, kind of go deep and teach you a lesson. And it feels as though love is all around you. I really do think it is. But I feel like you can't see it because you're not ready to receive. Because sometimes we really want that thing. We ask for it, manifestation. But when we realize that what we get is what we are and not what we want, then maybe we don't want it. And I think that's why sometimes the love is in the air, is all around, can feel the opposite of that. Because if your manifestations of who you are showing up to you, but you haven't really looked at yourself, you don't even know if you like who you are, maybe you won't like that person either. Because you attract what you are, not what you want. All right. We have the armadillo spirit. Set healthy boundaries. Yeah, you need to make your energy less accessible to other people. This is a very, very expensive lesson in terms of mental health. Yeah, it is. The armadillo spirit, it feels like, the armadillo has its own protection. And I think that you need to set healthy boundaries with people in order to be able to keep moving on this path here, ascending the mountain, keep going forward. I think that you're supposed to keep moving and set healthy boundaries with people. So don't cut people off, but maybe you say to that person, I can answer your text messages on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Maybe that's your boundary, but that's a boundary for you. So you don't give them too much of their energy, too much of your energy. It feels like you're trying to protect your energy, I want to say. Set healthy boundaries. It's the only way you're going to find a healthy relationship if that's what you're looking for. But I really do think that maybe some of the obstacles have to do with you don't feel loved. And it might be because you don't love yourself enough. And when you love yourself, when you go to a deeper version of you and start to love yourself more, you also realize that there's more love around you, because now you're not thinking about the negative things, you're thinking about the positive things. You're exactly where you need to be. Look, everybody goes through it, and everybody has to learn that lesson of self-worth, and that these obstacles aren't put in our way just to make us angry and piss off our lives. They're actual lessons that we need to get through. Otherwise, the achievements don't make any sense. If you tried to take a test without knowing the criteria of the test, you're never going to pass. And I feel like that's what's kind of going on here. We've got card number 21, be at peace. It's another 3. So we've got 3 threes. No, 2 threes. Be at peace. And I think that's what you're working on here. Uncovering truth. I think is that you realize that you've got to be at peace with yourself first. You got to be at peace with you. And once you are, you begin to see things you didn't see before in the distance. All right. Tell me about this unknown territory for Libra, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra. We've got the King of Pentacles. You're growing. The King of Pentacles is the one who's grown, right? The one who is ready to have a family, ready to support a family, ready to provide the material goods for a family. This is the person who is hardworking, very balanced, noble, dependable. This person's very charitable as well. I feel like you are ascending to the throne, the King of Pentacles. I feel like you're starting to master your surroundings or money, or you're starting to get a little more in the bank at the end of the month rather than having just the ends meet, if it is about finances at all. But you might be feeling a little lost in your life, like in your pentacle life. And I don't mean money at this point. I mean your house, your home. Like, what do I do next? Do I sell this car? The payments are kind of, too expensive. Or do I take the equity out of this place and buy another one? Like, what do I do? Yeah, whatever the situation is, it feels like it's surrounding your life, like what's going on in your 3D here. Okay, so you think love is not all around you, and you're feeling in lack because of the Ten of Swords. So you've had a terrible ending with somebody. It was a deceptive ending. It feels like either it ended in harsh words, or you felt cut off. You felt like somebody slammed the door in your face, maybe. It was hurtful, and I don't think you're over it yet. Because I think this is this love came to an end. The love that was all around you came to an end, and it feels like you don't believe in love anymore. Oh, look at that. You're about to believe in love, though. Look, if you're ascending the mountain and you're the one who's decided you're going to keep moving forward regardless of what's going on here, regardless of the heartbreak, regardless of feeling lost in your own life as it pertains to your 3D world, whether it's work or car or home or whatever it is, feels a little disoriented. Like you're in a place that you know, but you get turned around and it doesn't look familiar for a second. And then you come into the King of Pentacles here. Some stability. So keep going forward, because I think that one of the achievements that's over some of those obstacles is the Ace of Cups. Keep moving forward, and whatever is meant for you is never going to pass you by. It'll get on the path behind you, or it'll be waiting for you in those white peaks, and it'll be waiting for you in the distance. But whatever is meant for you won't pass you by, Libra, I promise you. It may take you a while to get there. We don't know what those obstacles are. They could be terrible. But if it's whatever's on the other side is worth it, then I think that's why you're willing to go down the path alone here. Setting healthy boundaries. I like it. Setting healthy boundaries. The King of Cups. There are things like boundaries because takers don't really have limits. So when we set boundaries, we set them for ourselves, on ourselves. We say, when that person does this, I'm going to automatically give them that. And we give them that the same every way. If you don't want to date this person because you've dated them before and it ended up in a terrible place, but they keep asking, I feel like the armadillo energy here is telling you to make it harder for this person to access your emotional energy. It's time for you to cut away from this person. I feel like the healthy boundaries you have to set are about how much you give and how much you love, because the King of Cups is emotionally available and is someone who is ready to give their heart, right? This person's got the cup in the hand. So I feel like you're someone who is ready to give your heart to someone, but you really need to set boundaries, because you are going to meet some people who just want what they want from you. And sometimes that's not this. Sometimes it's not this either. Look, there's love coming up. We've got 2 cups. I feel like that's what's over there. We have the 8 of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. It's like, Elsie, what are you talking about? This can't be for me. You're reading for somebody else. It's not for me. This doesn't resonate, Elsie, because it's never going to happen. Well, that's what I'm here for, to tell you that possibly it might. So think what you want. I feel like there is nothing that is coincidental. And the Justice shows up here. So I feel like you're about to get justice in the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. But it's not going to show up wrapped up with the color of bow that you want. It's not going to be in the box that you want. And you just probably aren't ready to see it. Yeah. And until you're ready to see it, Justice, he's even got the mask on, right? Covering the eyes. I feel like you're already feeling it, but you don't want to believe it because you don't want to be disappointed. Because you don't want to put yourself in a position where you don't feel the love around you, right? I feel like you're learning a lot of things. I'm just going to say you're working really hard in hermit mode. I saw the 8 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck there. All right. Yeah, I feel like you don't know what to do with your life right now. That's what I feel. You're not really sure which path to go down. You know that you want to work towards building this empire or this kingdom of financial stability, not having to worry about your pentacles. I feel like you want a stable relationship. I feel like you would really like to stop renting and buy a house, or, you know, I feel like you're in a place that you've never been in before. There's a lot of options, but all of them are going to take research. 7 of Wands. Please don't stay stuck where you are. I feel like right now you feel stuck. As we start to read here, maybe you feel stuck, but I feel like in the week ahead, that changes here. We've got the Hermit. So now you're at least thinking about it, right? I feel like you're in healing. The Hermit's in for reasons of self-preservation. I can't take the stimuli that's on the outskirts anymore. I just need to spend time with myself. And I mean, y'all, I'm like, power off your phone, shut down the computer. Like, it feels like the Hermit energy is you've been shut off and shut down and not talking to anyone since whatever it was went topsy-turvy here. Because it feels like there's something that ended in love for you, and I feel like it was really, really hard for you, and that you really haven't been doing much of anything since. And I mean, when I say that, I mean like you haven't been dating, you haven't been going out socially. I feel like you've been keeping to yourself, just your Groundhog Day, work, eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep. Yeah, your 9 cups here. Look, there's 10. That's beautiful. I think that we think when it doesn't show up right away, it's not for us. And the truth is sometimes you got to wait years. That's the truth. Sometimes months, sometimes years, right? So we've got the 9 of Cups. I feel like the 9 of Cups is here and you're in hermit mode. I think you are going to ascend the mountain because I think that you think this is worth it. The 9 cups are here. I think you take the 9 cups looking for the ace. I think you're going to find it. And it's going to scare the hell out of you when you do because you've been hurt so much before. You have this hard exterior, this armadillo, right? This armadillo hard exterior that you've been traveling with for a very long time. And I think it's because you're probably the King of Cups energy here. I think that's what it is. I think you are the King of Cups. You're the person who feels incredibly deeply. You may not show it on the surface, but you are a deep, deep heart. You give everything. You give love freely. Once you feel safe, I feel you give love freely, but you're not going to give it on the surface right away. You need to be guarded. You've been hurt before. You're behind the shell. So I think you've already got your walls up a little bit, right? And it's good. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. I feel like you either are going to reach out to someone or someone's going to reach out to you. I feel that with your boundaries in place, as it pertains to your feelings, I feel like we have the 3 of Cups here for a reason, because there is going to be an invitation coming to you, or maybe you're going to give someone an invitation. All right. Just a challenge for the week ahead, please. What's the challenge for the week ahead, please, for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? Wow. So there's a challenge coming for you, my friend. Yeah. It is going to be this wake-up call. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're sitting, since this ending, you're sitting in hermit mode, feeling like you'll never love again because of this terrible and horrible, harsh ending you've gone through. And I'm sorry if that's you. And I feel like what's coming, and you don't realize, you don't see because you're snuggled up against the tower. You're so close to the tower that you can't see anything else. But when the tower falls, you're going to see all of this. You're going to see at least there's a clear path, right? Where maybe you felt stuck before, right? Maybe you felt stuck before, feeling like there was nothing that was ever going to break through this impenetrable fortress. Why am I saying it that way? And Charlie said, of doom. I don't know why he said of doom. Maybe it is feeling like a little bit of doom to you. Maybe you just don't know how you're ever gonna love again. So, I'm hearing, who is that? I know I'll never love that way again. I know I'll never love this way again. Who's that? But I'll keep holding on until the good is gone. Oh, you're holding on to something from the past until the good is gone. I know I'll never love this way again. You're stuck on someone that you feel that you'll never get over. I want to say that when the tower falls, you're going to see that there's far more opportunities on the other side of the tower. It's just that you had built this illusion that nobody loved you. That's Whitney Houston's aunt. What's her name? It's not Sissy Houston. That's her mom. I can see her face and I don't know her name. Somebody tell me in the comments. All right. So I think that the ascending the mountain, that's what the tower's for the week ahead. It's going to be a challenging week ahead. I feel like there's a lot of realizations. One of them is that you need to get back on the path, and you can't be scared to do it as long as you set your boundaries about relationships and love. I feel like you can go into these social situations or offer a social situation or receive an invitation, and I feel like you can do it being safe. Yeah. Just make sure that you have your boundaries up. There's really a lot of things coming up here on the other side of this mountain. The ships that are coming in is the Queen of Swords, so definitely it's lessons learned. But there are some things that you don't see coming that are going to put you in a position to be able to be in the driver's seat this time. So the Ace of Cups is here, and maybe that's where you start you start going down the path hoping that you'll find love, but I think you find much, much more. I think you find yourself. I feel like you realize that you are now the person who is in charge of all of it, and you can do what you want when you want, including going down the path. And if you decide to go through the obstacles in order to get to the achievements, then the universe is on it. The universe is saying, I'll help you get that Nine of Cups. I'm going to break down the walls. You're too close to the tower, and on the other side, there's going to be the Nine of Cups. There's still hope for the 10. All right. I'm going to leave it there. We've got the Ace, the High Priestess. Oh, look at this. You know in your gut there is some sort of commitment out there for you. It's just going to take a while to get there, my friend. Knight of Pentacles. Look, there is a soulmate here. We've got the Lovers here. And I know that you've been waiting for this. You've been waiting for some type of soulmate here. A person could be a Pisces. Could be a Gemini. Could be Taurus. Could be Scorpio, Virgo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, of course, in a reading that is general. All right. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for coming here and watching, Libra. I hope that was something that you wanted to hear. Love to hear from you in the comments if you have time to do that. Thanks so much, you guys. I'm out for now. Love you all, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye. And hello, Gemini. Thank you so much for waiting here for me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for wanting to watch this. If you are a cross watcher, I appreciate you as well. Thanks for being here. This is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. And would love to hear from you in the comments, Gemini. And if you could offer a thumbs up, we're trying to grow this tribe. Thank you for helping. If you're brand new in the Gemini tribe, welcome, welcome. All right, here we go. Let's take a look for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It is for the week ahead, Gemini, whenever you find this reading. It'll always be for the week ahead. Tell me about Gemini. Ooh, okay. We did need two. Thank you. All right. We've got joy and delight. Oh, how wonderful. Choosing your path. Joy and delight. All is possible. Open your heart to joy. I mean, you can just drop the mic right now and be done with it. That's a lot of happy. Holy smokes. I like it, Gemini. You're deciding to move forward. She's got her arms open. You're now open to change. She is a butterfly. I feel like you are open to change now. It's a realization. We've got the sun behind her here. You're going to choose a new path where you know that all things are possible. Things that I think that some of you know that all things are possible, and that's why you're taking the path, and others of you have no idea. You're just going intuitively with whatever the universe is giving you, and you don't care what's on the path. You just know you're supposed to go. You just know you're supposed to be there. Some of you might be at a crossroads, sort of surveying the land, looking out there and wondering, what do I want to do next? What do I want to conquer next? Do I want to travel? What do I want to do? All things are possible on this new path, right? All right, tell me more. Tell me more about Gemini. Gemini, this is a switch up from the energy that I've been reading for you. All right. We have clear out the clutter. Okay, card number 28. Oh, clear out the clutter. It's time to go. For some of you, you might be moving. Clearing out the clutter. Card number 28 is a 10, which breaks down to a 1. So for some of you, you might be moving to somewhere completely different, like moving. This could be not only just a journey or a path or a vacation. Maybe it is you're moving or you're deciding that you want to move. And then we have the Turkey Spirit. Turkey Spirit, it says, give with gratitude and grace. Card number 61 is a 7. For me, the sevens are always divinely guided. They're always about heaven. All right. Clear out the clutter. You're choosing your path. It does feel like somebody's moving here. We have Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. I think that's what I said, right? It feels like for some of you, you are making the decision to go because you've had this enlightenment. But I think for others of you, I don't know that you really notice that maybe you're having different thoughts or thinking differently or feel more positive. And I feel like you're just listening. Yeah, you're just listening to the universe intuitively. And I think you're following suit. That's what it feels like. Hawk Spirit. Spirit's got their eye on you like a hawk. I like it. All right. I don't know if you hear that buzzing in the background, but there's a big truck that's just pulled up in front of my place, like a semi. So hopefully it's not picking up too much. All right. Here we go. Let's talk more about Gemini, please. Tell us more about Gemini for the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Got joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Ooh, okay. We've got the 7 of Cups. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. And we've got the Knight of Wands. Give with gratitude and grace. I want to say be quick to be charitable. I think that you are someone who is, that you are quick to be charitable, that you don't think twice about handing out money or handing out food or helping the kids with the rent or whatever it is. It feels like you give willingly and you will give impulsively, like even to the point where maybe you don't have so much for yourself. I think you're that kind of person, that you would rather everyone else have an easier time because you know that you're dependable and solid and you've been here before. It takes a long time to get the things that you want, but I think you're willing to do it anyway. All right, so we have open your heart to joy. Look, I think you're about to make a decision, an overwhelming decision, in fact, but she shows us that she's picked someone who is the star. So the star comes into play after the Tower, which is a hard time. So now I see why this is all lit up around your head here. You have a light halo. It feels like that you're about to make some sort of an overwhelming decision. And the overwhelming decision could be to move. But we have clear out the clutter. The 8 of Pentacles is here. You could be changing jobs, my friend. You could be thinking about clearing out your desk and just getting out of there. There's a new beginning here. There's a new path where everything is possible. And sometimes we lock ourselves into the 4 walls of, whatever we think we are or whoever we think we are. Maybe you think you're a doctor. Maybe you think you're a lawyer. Maybe you think that you are a school teacher. But it's all the illusion we build for ourselves, right? We decide what we're going to do and we do it. So I feel that choosing your path has taken a very long time, but I think you're up for the task. But I think you're feeling positive about it. Choosing your path has taken a long time. And I feel like you have decided that you need to do that. You finally just need to get the horse moving again. Clear out the clutter at work. Maybe you've been thinking about leaving your job for a long while because you need a new path, I think. I think you want to choose a new path here. Bottom of the deck with the 10 of Wands, something has become very burdensome. Something has become very burdensome here. The Ace of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. I think you want to invest in a soulmate. I think that you want to open a new path in the 3D with a soulmate. I think if you decide to do that, it's going to change your life, because the Ace of Pentacles is here. The Six of Cups is the person who is the soulmate, right? And the Ten of Wands is like, this whole thing has become burdensome. I need to invest. I want to invest. I don't want to be burdened by this anymore. I feel like you're in the midst of healing after a Tower. I did say that, the Star, right? Yeah, you're in the healing after the Tower. Yeah, you're trying to heal after a Tower. Something has completed its cycle. I think that you found something out here. I think you're single because something came to the surface and it was a harsh reality. Somebody said something harsh, you got message that was harsh. I think you made a judgment that was best for everyone involved, as the King of Swords will, and I think you decided to cut through the crap. Yeah. I feel like the Moon energy in the reverse here is to say something was revealed to you, and that's why you're single, possibly. All right. Let's take a look at clarifying a little bit. So I think, yep, the frog spirit could mean for some of you that you are leaving a job. You could be leaving a job in the future. Maybe you're planning that next week. Maybe something comes up at work and you're like, I'm freaking out of here. I'm not doing this thing anymore. But the Eight of Pentacles, don't forget, is also about the self. So you could be clearing out your own clutter and adorning yourself, which means maybe you've decided, you know what, I just need a makeover. I'm going to go spend $500 on clothes. I'm going to go just get my hair done, spend a couple $100, like spend just, you know, I know not everybody can afford that, but it feels like somebody who's going through some sort of, yeah, like a glow up stage. Like, I need to feel better. I need to look better. And I'm not saying that you don't feel better or look better. I'm just saying that I think that, you know, sometimes that the clutter that we're clearing out in our head, for sure shows on our body. So maybe you're someone who's lost a lot of weight, because you've decluttered the mind. Now the weight is falling off. It does happen that way, by the way. You don't need pills or anything else to do that. It comes in a moment of balance. That's when you are no longer stressing out about life. Yeah. Clear out the clutter. Okay, let's start here first. Okay. You're taking action on something here, inspired action, by the way. You've opened your heart to joy, and I feel that what is burning in your heart is to make this decision, even though the decision is overwhelming. But I'm not going to discount that we have fire and water here. And to me, that's temperance. So I feel like you find your balance. I feel like you find your balance. You've made a decision to either go down a specific path, or maybe this is a specific person, but I did talk about the Star, right? Yeah, being healing, being the place of healing. I think that you're deciding to heal. You've decided to be happy. It is a decision. It has nothing to do with what they did to you or what the ex did to you or what. If you keep pointing the finger at everyone else, that's a surefire thing to know that you are not aware of self. It's not all about them. You always had control of all of it. For sure. Clear out the clutter. What's this? Oh, it's the glow up I was talking about, right? Yeah. Yeah, the Empress. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, so I think that this is what's going on here. It feels like you are feminine or masculine, right? The Empress is Taurus and Libra, but please know that it's all the queens. When the Empress is in the room, it's all the queens, right? Got the Two of Wands, going on an adventure. I like it. And we're going to keep moving on the adventure here. Interesting. Give with gratitude and grace. Oh, look at that. I love it. It's beautiful. We have the Seven of Cups here again, which is right here. Why is that? Because an overwhelming message either is sent or received. Yep, something that makes your heart chakra pop. That's what it feels like, and it could be soon because we've got a blue moon right here, right? We just passed through that. Also, I think with the King of Wands here, yeah, I feel like it's inspired action to be happy, to realize that, you know what, you can just go on this path alone. You're clearing out the clutter in your mind, the clutter in the home. You might be moving, maybe you are, but it's a new beginning. It's a new way of thinking, or a new way of being. We have card number 28, which is 1, which breaks down to a 10, which breaks down to a 1. And then we have the Empress here. And the Empress, I was saying, like, I think that it feels like you just want to shake things up in your life, and not just with hair color. I think you either want to buy a new suit or buy a new dress, or, you know, maybe a couple of pieces of clothing to add to whatever it is that you have. It feels like a new day, a new path. You've decided to just keep moving. I like it. There's somebody here that you've been disconnected from. 3, 4, 5. Somebody here that you've been disconnected from here, who I think is very, oh, Charlie just said intrigued in your mystery. Someone here is very intrigued in your mystery. Somebody who wants to invest in you or begin again. This person is someone that you already know, because the 3 of Pentacles is present. It's somebody that's already in your vortex. Like it's somebody that you interact with quite a bit. Give with gratitude and grace. I feel like somebody here is bringing you an opportunity, an offer. Yeah, an offer. Not just the opportunity, but it's like this person is going to make you realize that anything is possible in life. This is going to be your friend. This is going to be the person who has your back and keeps your heart safe. This is going to be the person this person is really attracted to you. I want to say that this person maybe in the past hasn't given you a lot of stability, but I feel like this person is coming in with stability. Look, it's right here. I want to say that the Knight of Wands is here for us to identify that this is somebody who isn't like this, who doesn't really want to settle down, but because of you, they want to settle down. I think somebody is probably going to want to open here. It feels like there's going to be communication. Something is going to transpire in the 3D, and I feel like you're supposed to be, if this person shows up here, you're supposed to be the one who is, be kind to this person. Yeah. Gratitude and grace, it says. So I feel like this person is coming in correct this time. And I feel like this person has, it's somebody that you haven't spoken with. 3, 4, 5 Pentacles, right? You haven't spoken with them in a while. It's been in disconnect. Tell me who this person is. Who's the 3 of Pentacles, please? Who's the 3 of Pentacles for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter? All right. Dropped a card. Okay, this person could be a Leo. Sorry. This person could be a Leo, but they do feel like the sun. The sun that's around your head. You are attracting your energy. We've got the Queen of Swords and we have the Knight of Cups. So Queen of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And we have the Knight of Cups. I feel like you want to talk to someone about your feelings. Or someone wants to talk to you. Take it as it resonates. But I feel like this is someone that you know. And it's someone that you're very attracted to. You see this person is very much about gratitude and grace. So I think you're comfortable with coming forward to this person with this Ace of Pentacles. Now, you could be the person who's not giving stability, or maybe they are. Take it as it resonates. But I think there's a really big adventure to be had here. I think you're ready for it. I think that's why the Knight of Wands is showing up. This person has an offer for you. And it's been moving really slow. But I think that they're willing to offer you something very stable. Stability, right? They're willing to invest. Now, it could be investing in your business, but I think it's investing in you in this friendship. And I feel like this person is wanting more than friendship because the sun is here. Tell me about the challenge in the week ahead, please. Challenge in the week ahead is temperance, is staying in balance, keeping everything in balance. Because I feel like this person wants you to go on this adventure with them. How do you stay in balance? I think that you're just supposed to be you authentically. We've got the 10 Pentacles. You're someone who's abundant. You're someone who's full of love. And I think it's time for you to share that with someone. So I think that what's going to give you balance is just being who you are. The temperance is here to make this whole process a little bit easier, also indicating it's the moment of alchemy. So you're on the right path. You're choosing your path and you are on the right path. I think your path, I think you're either headed to someone to invest in them because you have romantic feelings and you don't want to be friends anymore. But it also could be to prove to them that you have stability, because I think it was not very stable in the past with this person. I feel like you're taking inspired action either toward the Empress or maybe you are the Empress, feminine or masculine. Just listening. What's the inspired action, please? Oh, the 3 of Cups. It's a reunion. There we go. Yeah, because something has ended, I think, for you or for them. Take it as it resonates. King of Pentacles, you need to get some balance here. We need to get to some stability. I don't want to give you this instability anymore. The door is closed on that. The King of Wands is here and, can be kind of impulsive, right? I feel like the impulsivity that's going on here is that you're going to reach out to somebody and ask for communication or try and make communication with someone so you can make things solid or more stable. And that's what's going to attract the Empress energy. But you could also be the Empress. So you could be dealing with Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo. You could be dealing with Libra, Taurus, Leo, Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We've got a commitment on the bottom of the deck. There it is. That's what I think you're going for. I think that's what this is. This is the commitment, I think. All right. I'm going to leave that here for now. Thank you so much, Gemini, for watching. I do appreciate you so much. Thank you for being in the comments and your thumbs up and all the things that you do to keep this channel afloat. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I am going for now. Bye-bye. Hello, Aquarius. Elsie here to do a reading for you. Thank you so much for being here when I got here. Thanks for waiting for me. I appreciate you. Aquarius, I'm here to read for you for the week ahead, as we were talking about earlier. Thank you so much for all that you do to keep this channel afloat. Thanks for your thumbs up and being in the comments. Thank you for your appointments. If you're interested in a private read, please look in the description. The link you need to go to Wizio is there. All right, let's talk about it, Aquarius. What's coming up in the week ahead? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This will always be for the week ahead, no matter when you find it. All right, here we go. Tell me about Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know, please? A great adventure awaits you, my friend. Take a risk. Venture forward. I know risk isn't your thing. Unless you have fire in the chart, risk is not going to be your thing. But there's always educated risk. There is. Knowing all the moving parts before you say yes, but still doing it. And it gives you the feeling of adventure. We've got surrendering to the journey. I love it. Release control, my friend. I know that's hard. I know. Aquarius is a very hard energy. It is. It's because you're so cerebral, right? It's all about what's up in your head. Release control. This feels like the 6 of Swords to me. It's like they're both boats, right? It feels like we're moving on. It's time to move on. It's time to get unstuck. It's time to go on the adventure, surrender to the journey. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, it's not bad. That's for sure. Look at that. Miracles. I love it. Expect the wonders to emerge. Expect the wonders to emerge. Look, I'm telling you, there is a beautiful, beautiful reward waiting for you should you decide that you're brave enough to change your mind about something. I feel like these boats are indicating to me here that there's great adventure coming up, but first you must surrender to the journey. You can't control the narrative. You can't tell somebody when they got to buy your engagement ring or when they got to buy the car for you, or, you know, you can't put all these, and I'm not saying that that's what it is, but I feel like you're putting like terms on it, I guess. It's time for you to just let go. It's time for you to stop trying to control everything working out in your favor. And that gives the universe time to help you really get what really belongs to you. Take a risk and venture forward and release control. Surrender to the journey. All right. Ooh, what else do you need to know? I was just going to say, we've got the Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. And we have Sing Your Own Song. It is time for you to do that. It's time for the self. We got card number 8. And the Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. Look, we're all in the same boat. I want to say, we're all in the same boat, just trying to find our way, my friends. Right? Trying to figure out what to do, how to find our way. We're all surrendering to the journey. Well, some of us are. Some of us are surrendering to the journey and waiting to see what comes. Other people are still stuck. And although being admonished by the universe to take that journey, still can't release control. Sing your own song. When you decide to release control, then there's no more boundaries. There's no more judgments on you. When you stop judging yourself, others stop judging you. Because when you stop judging yourself, there's just no other judgment that can come upon you that even would ruffle your feathers. Yeah. Canary Spirit, sing your own song. You got to sing what's in your gut. It's the only people who really have longevity in music are the ones that sing their own song. Yeah. They don't really care what everyone else is doing. They do what's in their gut. They do what's intuitive. Musicians have an intuition that's on point. Music is intuitive. Yeah. It's card number 12. That's why I say that, because that's Piscean energy. Bottom of the deck, we have Think on Your Feet. All right. I think there's going to be some things coming at you that you're not used to. I feel like this great adventure, you might have to take the risk. You might get pushed. You might get punted right off the edge. Yeah, for sure. Okay, let's keep moving here. Aquarius. All right. Let's take a look here. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Please tell us what the tarot wants us to know about Aquarius. Tell me about Aquarius. Tell me more about Aquarius, please. If you're here cross-watching Aquarius, thank you for doing that. Look, this popped out. And this popped out. Oh, there it pops again. Okay, so what I want to say is this is here. I'm going to put this here because it did come out in the reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Life is a mystery. I really think that you have some bad reels going on in your head, my friend. I think it's time to stop smack talking yourself. Yeah, it's time to take a risk. It's time to get right with yourself. It's time to make a contract with yourself to stop smack talking yourself. I just feel like, we all have that negative reel that goes on in our head. And I think sometimes it spills over out onto other people. When we feel judged, we feel like other people are judging us. Yeah. Tell me more, please. Life is a mystery. Why can't I get out of this thing in my head? Somebody feels a little stuck. It feels like stuck in their head, stuck in these negative thought patterns, stuck in seeing negativity. I tell you, dump your cable. Life will get far better for you. Dumped it 5 years ago, never went back. And it feels like with the Queen of Swords in the reverse, it feels like life is a mystery. It's like I feel like you are someone who isn't really interested in taking a risk, and therefore you feel stuck because you won't change your mind. And to you, it's like, well, life is just a mystery. I guess I'm just not going to get the things that I want. But honestly, I want to tell you that there's a block here. And the block is that you won't change your mind. I think that you've been hanging here for a very long time, trying to release control, to surrender the journey, right? To try and pay attention at the here and now, trying to understand what's going on right at this moment in my gut. We've got 2 cards that indications of gut, though, of your intuition here. I think that you're slow to release control. The thing is that you, at some point, you need to come to the conclusion that you're not the best person to drive the boat. That sometimes releasing control means getting in the boat, putting up the sails, and hoping that you go in the right direction, right? Steering your best. I think that, that those of us who are control freaks, who can't let anybody do what they want to do without having an opinion on it, I think that releasing control is probably the lesson that you're working on right now. Look, I'm not calling you a control freak. What I'm saying is, what's here is that you won't let yourself buy this block. Because I think you think unless you can get in the boat, unless you know what type of boat, unless you know how fast it will go, I need to calculate that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you're putting up a lot of roadblocks for yourself. I think that you do come to some sort of a realization about the gut that gives you the 9 of Cups. And I want to say that this is the block right here. Like, it feels like this is the block right here. So I want to say, if you are here, that it's needed to really slip into this Hanged Man energy from this Queen of Swords energy. Because although the Hanged Man energy is about, it's about release and it's about sacrifice, it's also about trying to obtain another point of view. Yeah, trying to see it from a different place. And that is the surrender. This is about surrender. The Hanged Man is about that. Okay, bottom of the deck, we've got Ace of Cups in the distance. Look at that. I feel like you've been disconnected from someone for a long time, or you've been feeling disconnected. What do we got here? Got the Devil and the 8 of Cups. I had to walk away. It was toxic. This person wasn't giving you anything. 8 of Swords. The Page of Pentacles is here with the Knight of Pentacles. It feels like you decide to move along. You do, you make it so. Either you physically move or you just move along because there's no communication from somebody back there. I think that what's going to happen next is that you end up having this period where you really start taking care of yourself, and you have this glow up period, or this period where you are in growth. You're learning about yourself. You're learning about you're learning about all the queens, the energy of all the queens, Queen of Cups and Wands and Swords and Pentacles. I feel like you release someone in order to move forward. But I think at this moment, as we read right now, I feel the energy as I feel it right now, and not in the week ahead, is that you're kind of stuck. I feel like in the week ahead, you change your mind, or you move into the place of the Hanged Man energy, trying to release control. It's going to take you to your happiness, where you're able to sing your own song, and your happiness is going to be being yourself, right? This bird with the crown on, right? Being yourself, not really caring what anyone else says. Sing out loud. Who cares if you're on key? If you enjoy doing it, do it. Canary spirit. But we don't sometimes, because we don't want the people around us in church to not hear us on key. Been there too. Next to the person who was off key. But you know what? Encouraging them to sing louder. But just sing. All right. We've got the Knight of Swords. I really want to say that you made a contract with yourself to take risks as they would come up, to venture forward and to make this life an adventure. And I don't know what changed you, but it feels like it's like you feel you cannot cut yourself away from this thing of, I gotta tell my side. Y'all, you'll be stuck there for a whole damn lifetime. If you think that you gotta tell your side, you're just gonna be stuck here. Yeah. It feels like there's a person in the past that did you wrong and you just got to say your side. And I'm just going to say that you made a contract with yourself to not be stuck in your mind, to not talk badly to yourself. I feel like you need to move forward. There are so many great adventures here, but first of all, it's going to take you getting out of your head in order to do it. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. We have the Three of Cups, and we have the King of Cups. The Magician is on the bottom of the deck. Look, you're in control of all of it. You always have been. If somebody's not speaking to you, if there is someone who's not speaking to you, I think that they are watching you because they're very attracted to you. We've got the Magician, the Page of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. Somebody's manifesting communication with you, but they're in their head. They're very attracted to you, and I feel like, they know if they come to you, they got to have the courage to be honest. That's why. There we go. They have to have the courage to be honest with you if they decide to be the ships that are coming in for you. They have to be honest with you. I don't think this can happen any other way. I don't think Spirit will let it happen any other way. I want to say that with Life is a Mystery, the Nine of Swords, I really do feel like it's probably in the evenings when you're by yourself, when you're putting your head on the pillow. That's where we all have the hardest part, right? Where we can't just shut ourselves off and go to sleep. But it feels like there is some worry. Am I really fulfilling contracts that I came here to fulfill? Am I doing the things that I want to do because I want to do them? And I would say that what's holding you back right now is this person from the past that you can't let go because you have to say your side. You are the same person who's in my comments bitching out, somebody who's never going to read the comments, cranking out all this negative energy into the universe about someone who just needs to be cut out of your life, because whatever you bring to a situation, you're throwing it at the universe. The universe is going to throw it back. And that's why I discourage doing that in the comments, because you're hurting yourself and I won't allow it. Not on my dime. No, I will not allow you to hurt yourself. Not here. You go do that somewhere else. There's lots of negative places that you can go do that. I will not allow it, because I think that you deserve better. That's all. Tell me about the things that you're saying in your head here that are keeping you up at night. And you're really harsh with yourself. It's like you're saying things like, well, no wonder I don't have a long-term relationship. But that's not true. The truth is the Seven of Pentacles. You're waiting for a long-term relationship. It's not that you don't deserve it. You're waiting on it. So I think that it's time to change the narrative. Not that I'm never going to get it, or that I'm waiting on it. That's all. It's out there. It hasn't arrived yet. That's all. It's out there. King of Swords is here, and that is you. That's your Aquarius energy, but of course always Libra and Gemini, right? We also have two swords, court cards, King and Queen. I want to say that that I think that you do want the long-term relationship. I don't think you have any prospects right now. I don't think that you've fallen in love with anybody, but I do think that you can't disconnect yourself from the past here. And it's ego. It's ego. Your need to have to tell them your side. And if you could just cut yourself away from that at this point, it would really give you a better night's sleep. And I think that changing the narrative in your head to I'm waiting for love, or I'm waiting for this long-term relationship, rather than it's never going to come. I'm not going to have it. I think you need to release your control of love. And I think you need to start making friends. I think you need to get yourself into some social situations where you are meeting and making friends. I think that's where your happiness lies right now. You need to find a group of your own. People who don't mind when you sing off key. Maybe there are a bunch of people that sing off key and you're the one that's irritating because you're the only one with perfect pitch. right? There's always a plot twist. So I think that you need to stop controlling friendships, stop trying to control people around you. Look, if you're going to take offense, you're going to take offense. And you know that I don't mean it in a terrible way. I feel like the energy that's here is that it's really keeping you stuck hanging here. Yeah, and I don't want that for you. Tell me about the Three of Pentacles, please. Yeah, it is time to move forward here. I know you're afraid. You've been hurt so much, and not only in love, I think you've been hurt in friendships as well. The Three of Pentacles is here. But the Wheel of Fortune is also here, saying it is divine timing. This is a fated time for you to meet new people, open new conversations, get some new truths, get some clarity, make some really good friends, find a group. The Three of Pentacles is here. Find a pentacle group. Find people who have your interests. They're all over the place. And if you can't find a group that has your interests, then maybe make one. Yeah, and invite people over. I feel like that there is some really good conversation and you're going to meet some really great people moving forward, but it is conditioned right now. There is a condition on it, and the condition is that you need to let go of the negative voices in your head, the ones that are telling you that there's no love here. And what I think that the Two of Cups is that it's just for now. It's because you're in the Hanged Man and that you're not surrendering to the journey just yet. I really do feel like this turns to the upright as soon as you decide to make a decision to get out there and make some friends, some really deep, great friends, ones that maybe they all sing off key and they make you sound great. I think there's love at the end of it. I'm just saying. Yeah. Tell me what the challenge is for the week ahead, please, for Aquarius, the Moon rising, Venus and Jupiter. The challenge is the Four of Pentacles. It's being shut down, not sharing, not talking, not being vulnerable. Yeah, it's important to do all of that in order to make friends. The Ace of Swords has shown up twice. You're making a decision. I think you'll make the decision to do it. But it's going to take some time learning how to be outside of yourself rather than inside. Look, this is beautiful, right? Page of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. I feel like when you present yourself in a very healed way, when you are actually healed and not pretending you're healed, but the Page of Cups is here. You get to open your heart just a little bit to people, find people that you're affectionate about. I'm not saying go fall in love. This could be new love for some of you after healing. It's Nine of Cups, but I'm not saying run out there and fall in love. I'm just saying go out there, find some people you can connect to in the heart space, somebody who makes you happy, someone who gives you great conversation. That's what you need. You're smart. You're freaking smart. And I think that a lot of the times it's really hard for you to be in a group of people because you're so highly intelligent. So you need to find a group of people that are highly intelligent like you. Things move forward here. It's destiny. Really beautiful things are coming for you here. But it sometimes looks like change, and change on the surface can be really tough. It can be very, very hard for a fixed sign like you. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. So maybe you are the Empress, or maybe that is your Empress, but I feel like there is something in the future. Look at this. I feel like the King of Cups is here, the Empress is here, the Ace of Pentacles. We've got things that are changing your life. There's a soulmate. This is the block you need to get past here. Yep. Letting it to the universe. Yeah. It's time to move on, my friend. Giving it back to the universe. Just cutting the ties to this person who you feel like you still have to say your piece to. Just forget about that thing. It's time to change the way you think. It's time to go from the Queen in the reverse to the actual Aquarius that you are. The one who's in charge. The one who's the smartest one in the room. The one who attracts people because... not only because they're beautiful to look at, but because of their beautiful energy. The one that is, knows a little bit about everything. That's the person. That's the person I walk up to with my straw. Try and suck all your energy. I love speaking to an Aquarius. Yeah, air signs for sure. That's my thing. I'm highly intelligent, and I love to speak with highly intelligent people. All right, I'm going to let it go for now. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, Aquarius. If you have anything to say, please do it in the comments. And please know that I'm not here to offend anybody, and that wasn't my intention if you feel offended. But I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to go. Love you guys. Bye-bye.